normally. Welcome to What the Trump. My name is Melody. Thank you for being here. I know I started that one off weird, but I am just so sick and tired of this man. I'm so sick and tired of everything about him. But I hope you're doing amazing today. And it's been a while since I've actually recorded one because I just was so sick and tired of seeing him. But no, I did not stick my head in the sand. I kept fighting the good fight, kept spreading the good word of not believing a damn thing that motherfucker says whatsoever because, like I said, shield dust. Like he's going to be dust in the wind one day. 86-47, right? If you're James Comey, you know what I mean. Actually, the whole world knows what that means at this point, and people are making fun of the fact that not sure if he's been approved yet or not, but I have seen the live, what would you say, placating and questioning of Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche, and I disapprove completely. If we the people had any say in it, he would not be acting for the Attorney General whatsoever, nor would have been Pam Bondi, and Kristi Noem would have not been head of Homeland Security, which she is not anymore, but Tom Holman is, and he would not, I think that's him, right? And he would not be head of it, or Sam, no, it was somebody else now. They just, you know what? Trump changes his cabinet people less than he changes his or more than he changes his underwear, and I hope he changes that every day, but you never know. I hope so, because, he does eat a lot of McDonald's, and, McDonald's can give you the runs. Probably if they use that lettuce that, everybody's getting sick off of. Mr. RFK Jr. don't even know how to handle that. Like, there's another one he's probably going to fire. Probably not, because that one right there, he's like a cockroach. He looks like a cockroach out in the sun. You know that the atomic bomb's going to go off, and for some reason, that motherfucker's still going to be alive and survive it all. Ugh, it drives me nuts. Okay, so what we're going to do tonight, or this morning, this evening, whatever it is for you, we're going to pick apart his speech. Not all of it, but most of it. And I just want to say it says that it's 45 minutes long, but if you'll notice here when I share this in a second, that he doesn't start his speech till 15 minutes and we'll be with you shortly. The great president is, hurry up and wait for me to say nothing but a bunch of lies. You notice that right there? It says 15 minutes and 18 seconds. And he's still not saying anything yet. Oh, maybe I should share my sound here. I believe I am. I hope I am. Not. I do apologize. Go back and check. Stop share real quick. I don't care if y'all see all this. It don't bother me at all. Share and share sound. There we go. Making sure I'm making sure. How about y'all miss any of this bullshit? So as you notice, we're just sitting here patiently waiting for 15 minutes.
Good evening. Before we begin, I'm proud to report that our country is safer, stronger.
Not as long as your fucking president isn't.
And far wealthier than it.
You mean you're the only one that's getting wealthy and is wealthy? All the rest of us are suffering.
It has ever been before. We are doing great. Less than 2 years ago, we inherited an economic and social.
You inherited what you inherited, and now you still whining and bitching about what you inherited instead of taking ownership and accountability for what you've done now.
Disaster after the worst inflation in 48 years.
Oh, you mean like what you've done now? Like with our gas? Because of the war that we didn't ask for?
Wide open borders with millions and millions of people pouring in from.
Millions and millions of people. No, millions of people weren't pouring in, but you're busting out millions of these people is why our economy is going to fail, because we don't have those people's monies no more going into our taxes that you are pilfering out for yourself and just taking away from us. So when the coffers are empty, what the fuck you going to do? You're going to turn and run and leave us with nothing.
All over the world, including criminals of all types.
You're the fucking biggest criminal. Go look in the mirror. I'm looking at you. You should be looking at yourself.
11,888 murders.
Where did he get that number from? Because I have heard, especially, and I want to give a shout out to the regime change book, the new regime book that came out by Gaberman, and I can't remember his name. I have to look it up in a minute. They were, but it's a fantastic book. He apparently just thinks the numbers out of his head or his gut, and that's what the numbers are. He doesn't actually get real numbers. So any number he tells you is not real. It's not the actual statistic.
Many of whom killed more than one person.
Many of whom killed. You have apparently killed more than one person. Your wife that mysteriously about your ex-wife or late wife fell down the steps right before she was able to go and testify against you, and her body is buried on your golf course.
We had transgender for everybody.
Transgender for everybody, says the person who loves to talk about how beautiful men are and dance to YMCA everywhere he goes like that. It's his thing song. That's his thing song. That's what he wants. What he likes. YMCA.
Men and women sports.
Men and women do participate in sports. I have been a coach of my son's baseball team, and there were both girls and boys on the team. And girls can compete with boys. We ain't scared. Why are they?
Crime ravaging our cities, and the
You're the only motherfucker ravaging our cities.
whole world was laughing at us as
They're laughing at us because of you. They weren't laughing at us because before you became president.
a nation, but not anymore. 2 years ago, our country was dead. Now
No. Yeah, our country was dead. Well, not dead, but just living. Now we're more alive than ever. We will take you down.
we are the hottest country anywhere in the world.
Why does everything have to be hot like Paris? That's hot. This is not the Hilton. We ain't Paris Hilton. This country is not Paris Hilton. It's not a beauty contest. This is not your little contest where you stare at young girls and grab them by the pussy and shit like that. No, this is America. We, the people, will not stand for this no longer. Blech.
America is respected like we have never been respected before.
No, we ain't. We ain't respected at all. Have you looked? No, of course you don't. You don't like to see what other people actually think about America. You only like to think what you think, and you're like blinders on, except for when somebody doesn't agree with you, then the blinders come off. But no, nobody respects America right now, and they all think we follow you, which we don't. I don't. I know lots of people who don't, and do not ever put me in a category that says I do. I don't believe a damn thing you ever say, except for when you say something that's bad about yourself, which you never do. And I do believe when you say you're going to do things that are horrible, I do believe that.
We have more money being invested
You have more money, our money that you stole.
in the United States than at any time in the history of our country. More Americans are working today
Because you threw the rest of everybody else out that were still Americans that were supposed to be here. They were immigrants that moved here or were here legally that worked alongside of us. And now because they're gone, we have to pick up the work and we're tired. We like them here. We like the taxes they paid. It helped our economy. We don't like your immigration process and policy. No likey. No. Habla English, Trump. You gonna take me out of my own country I was born in? I'm whiter than you are. Well, of course I am. I'm not orange.
than ever before. This week it was announced that inflation saw the largest monthly decline.
The only reason inflation saw a decline was because we thought the Strait of Hormuz was open and there was a ceasefire. And you're talking about how the gas prices that were already inflated because of you then dropped significantly, but are now back up. That's the only reason. I mean, say the truth. Say the truth, which you never will.
In more than 6 years just happened. It was just given out. The media reported it, and we accept it.
Because
the best
you
in
made
6
it
years.
inflated
The tax
high.
cuts in our great, big, beautiful bill are saving
You mean the great destruction bill of our democracy?
hardworking families thousands.
We shouldn't have to work this hard. It should be the American dream, not the work till you die dream for you to make more money
And thousands of dollars
in your
like
pocket.
with the provisions, no tax on tip.
I don't know if you can already tell. I'm picking apart, like literally picking apart everything he says. I can't even let him get through a sentence without having something to say because all of this is bullshit.
No tax on overtime and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors, along with the interest deduction.
But yet you cut their Social Security in half, so they may not pay tax on it, but yet they get half the money they used to anyway. You didn't say that, did you?
On a loan used to purchase a car, but only if that
Nobody can afford to purchase a car or a home right now.
car is made in America and a one.
Oh, only can purchase a car that's made in America. Are your cars that you... Oh, wait. Cars that... But you wanted to fly on a plane that wasn't made in America, so why do we have to purchase cars that are made in America? Why can't we be like you? We're supposed to look up to you. You're our president, right? Bullshit.
100% expensing for our job creating businesses.
I got a job creating business right here for you, Trump. Would you like to look at it? It's up my ass. Stick your head up there and I'll fart and you can fucking smell it. And then you can run away. That's a job creating business. People will pay me to do that. I guarantee.
Our stock markets are at their highest point in many years.
You mean your pockets are lined in the stock market that you have invested in are up because you invested in them and gave them the contracts. That's why the stock market's up for that there because you have insider trading and you're the president. And so therefore you invest in the stocks that you know you're going to get the contracts to. So the stock goes up and your pockets get lined with more money. You've gained more money in office than any president ever, first of all. And you've gained more money in office than you've ever really had in your entire life. Because you were just rich on paper before. Now you're rich because of us.
Years, but we can actually say of all time, and your 401ks, pensions, and retirement accounts
that you're going to steal them too?
Are setting records every single day, the highest
because you want to steal that money
in history. For years, we paid the highest price for prescription drugs. And
we still pay the highest price for prescription drugs.
Anywhere in the world. Now we pay the lowest price under my
Who, you?
Most favored nation's policy. Because
you mean your policy that not every insurance works with or pharmacy?
I was able to get the rest of the world and the pharmaceutical companies to act responsibly. Drug prices are coming down by 70, 80, and 90%.
Oh, he didn't say 190%.
TrumpRx.gov. This will ultimately
Trump
reduce
steal your money.
the cost of health care. You have to go to TrumpRx.gov and take advantage of it. But the cost of health care is coming way down because of what we've done with prescription drugs. And with Trump accounts, every child
Why does he think prescription drugs and healthcare are the same exact thing?
Investment account.
They kind of go together
for their
in a
future.
Thing,
billions and billions of dollars are being invested, put in by companies
drugs
and individuals
from what it costs
to
to
take care of our children so that at age 18, they will have potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in their account and they'll get off.
Don't even get me started on that because he's only talking about children who are born with two white parents, basically, and who stay married, and they have to stay married no matter what. They have to stay married the whole time till the kid turns 18. Woman can't leave the man no matter what for that kid to get that money. If they separate or anything before that, they don't get that money.
Off to a great start in life. So for that, go to...
You're better off getting the Gerber insurance plan.
TrumpAccounts.gov and sign up your child or any child who'd like to sign up. Our previously wide open borders have been transformed into the most secure borders.
He meant wide open borders, not wide.
In the history of our country, with 0 illegal aliens being admitted to the United States.
No aliens are here. You know, I mean, there's nothing at Area 51, and people from other countries are not aliens. They're humans. And this is America, founded on immigrants. We're aliens to other planets. So, and actually, we weren't the first species here. So technically, we are the aliens. All of us are to the first species that was here. And all Americans took land, you know, with English, we took the lands from the Native Americans. I mean, this was on our land. Let me also throw this out there. And thank you, Belisario, for telling me about this on Dark History. I appreciate that. Yes, I'm giving a shout out to Dark History with Belisario. She also does murder mystery makeup on Mondays. And she's phenomenal. She did a story on Hawaii. Hawaii is not America's 50th state. It's not. It's not our state. We illegally acquired it. It does not belong to us. It still should actually belong to the natives of Hawaii, and it should be like not a dictator, a monarchy, something like that. Yeah, there should be a king and queen of Hawaii. There should not be a president from America over Hawaii. That the island's not even part of America. It does not belong to us. We acquired it illegally. Hawaii does not belong to America. Just saying. Go look it up. Fact check me. Just go look it up. I'm right.
In the past 14 months. That is zero. Nobody thought it was possible. We had the worst border in the history of our country, and now we
I mean, the wall you're supposed to build that you're supposed to make them pay for, that we ended up paying for and that never really got built. Yeah, whatever. You know, you can still go to a certain place here in like around New Mexico and or in Texas, and you can like hop over and hop back over and hop back over and hop back over and hop back, and nobody says nothing to you. Nobody sees it. Nobody cares about it. You really think somebody's watching that? I don't think anybody's watching that. Uh, nobody cares.
have the best. Crime is plummeting nationwide with the murder rate at its lowest level since 1900.
It was already on the decline, the murder rates in most places, but he hasn't checked the murder rate in Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana, or even here in Marshall, Texas now, which is on the rise. But we're a red state, so he didn't say nothing about that. Oh no.
Or more than 125 years ago. We're making a record investment in our armed forces, and we have the strongest and challenge that must be urgently addressed
The most important
because no
thing I wanted
country
to talk
could be
about.
great without fair and honest elections.
We
You
have fair and honest elections that sit with the states that the states take care of. We have mail-in ballots. We have go to the polls. They're counted. The machine, everything. They are done by the state and they're done right. So when you say they're not done right, you mean every state is doing it wrong? Because I think one of the states has nothing but mail-in ballots. So how are they supposed to do it if you take mail-in ballot? Anyway, all the elections were fair until he tried to rig the elections. He tried to rig elections in 2020 and 2016. Well, he won in 2016, but in 2020, he tried to rig elections. Nobody else did. He did. He tried to win, but because he didn't, he said they were rigged against him.
you have to trust your country because
I don't trust my country. I trust the people who don't trust you, but I don't trust my country.
if there can be no trust, there can be no greatness. And that's
You're right. You're so right there, Cheeto man. No trust, no greatness. So we just boop, little flick flick little paper ball, bloop, you out of here. We all trust everybody again. It's that easy. That simple. Bloop.
very simple. No trust,
Very simple.
no greatness. For
So,
many
bloop,
years, I've
you gotta go.
called for bold, swift, and decisive action to protect the integrity of America's elections. Every American deserves to know that when they cast their vote, that vote will be counted accurately in a system, and
I was very certain that that was happening before you came along.
that is to make that system secure, one where cheating and interference are not
So you're not permitted at any poll then. So you're saying you're not going to be allowed anywhere near ballots whatsoever. Huh, I can deal with that.
just difficult, but virtually impossible.
Oh, not
Unfortunately,
impossible.
the system we have today falls catastrophically short.
You
that
fall
standard.
catastrophically short in
Tonight,
many
I'm
areas. I
announcing
didn't say
the
that.
immediate declassification and release of critical intelligence.
You mean bullshit that you came up with
revealing
and
shocking
made up?
vulnerabilities
You
in
put all the
our
real stuff in Mar-a-Lago
election
and hiding it in your
infrastructure.
shower?
This evidence shows that the election system we have dangerously exposes and really
You!
exposes like levels never thought possible.
It dangerously exposes me as a cheater and a liar and a gay man that won't come out of the closet. And I love YMCA. Now, what gets me is, man, look, I don't care if he is. It doesn't bother me at all. I will wave my pride flag proud, but he needs to stop bashing the ones who are. He needs to stop going against people who are gay, bi, trans, LGBTQ altogether. Just stop. Because Monty Mader pointed out something. Oh, girl, I just now watched. Somebody asked her a question. What?
The American people are beautiful.
You mean like you did
are
the
great
files at
American
Mar-a-Lago and the
people,
Epstein files you're doing
but
now?
that all changes right now. The
Oh,
document.
so he's gonna release the Epstein. If he doesn't want anything hidden from us, he should be releasing the Epstein files, all of them, with no problem. Shouldn't have been anything hidden in the first place. Hmm. Wonder what he's got. I mean, why's he got such a problem if he didn't do nothing wrong?
We will release starting tonight have been gathered by the White House
He
government.
will release bullshit documents that he made up, but not the Epstein files that everybody is begging for that he said he would release. No, I'm not a genius. And I may have grown up in East Texas. I say grown up in East Texas. I may be a hick and a little bit of redneck. At least I ain't a proud boy. And I may not be a scholar that graduated from college, but I do know when somebody is lying through their fucking teeth, and his are fake anyway. I do know when somebody has a bad spray tan, and I'm not the best at looking great myself. I do know when somebody's got a comb over. I do know when somebody deserves to stand in front of the American flag and when they don't deserve to stand in front of the American flag. I know when somebody is saying something with integrity or they're just bullshitting. How are you going to release documents that have no validity that I guarantee you we will never see that he says he's going to release, just like the Epstein files, but refuse to release the Epstein files? So you're going to release lies and say, hey, look over here. Watch what we're doing over here. Don't pay attention to this over here. And I'm going to say I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this to make you forget I said I was going to do this and I didn't do this. And then also, oh yeah, magic. Yeah, he's trying to be like Siegfried and Roy. He's trying to be like that episode on Family Guy where, as Jesus in there, it's like, he's doing like his fingers in front of his. I'll pull the clip up here in a minute and I'll show you. It's hilarious. That's what it was. This is Trump. That is Trump. That's what Trump's trying to do to all of us. That's just what he does. Luckily, most of us don't believe him. And a lot of who did are realizing that he's just full of bullshit. So, okay.
Transparency Task Force, a great group of people, along with the staff of the President's Intelligence Advisory Board.
President ain't got no intelligence.
By our top intelligence agency chiefs, who have all personally
he got a word with
reviewed
a
the
calendar.
findings we are
And I bet it was
presenting this
intelligence.
evening and fully confirmed their authenticity. You can see these documents for yourself at whitehouse.gov. That's whitehouse.gov. Go check.
I'm going to pause this. We can go check out whitehouse.gov, which usually I get a newsletter from him because, keep your friends close, keep your enemy closer. Yeah. I usually get something from him when he releases something new. Sometimes I get a text message from him. When he's tired, I know. So let's see. I'm trying to find these. View documents. So let's view these documents. Let's see. Election integrity documents. So let's see here. Ensuring integrity of our elections is fundamental to preserving trust in the American democracy following the 2020 president election. Concerns about potential irregularities prompted detailed examinations of voting processes, data security, and registration practices across multiple states. Below, you can download documents and reports addressing key areas of election integrity. Okay. Oh, there's his. There, look, there's his video. There he is right there. Let's see. Vulnerabilities in election voting and ballot. For years, Americans were blatantly lied to. These are not documents. This is just them saying stuff. I don't see an actual document. Let's see. Where is it at? Okay, so here's a document. Here's a document. Just want me to download it. Say whatever. Open. CIA notes. It won't even let me download it and open it. That's really funny. The destination path is too long. Do I have to unzip it? Is it a zip file? I mean, I'm not stupid on how to work my own computer. I figure you download something, you should be able to open it. So let's see here. Let's unzip it. Open it. Where's my zip? Unzip. It should give me the option to unzip the file. There we go. Extract all. Extract. Okay, here we go. My bad, people. My bad. Summary. Okay, when was this created here? Declassified by Ratcliffe on July 1st, 2026. CIA notes summary of select intelligence reporting from 2004 to 2020 on Venezuelans' electronic voting manipulation capabilities. Heavily redacted, intelligence community reporting from, let's see here. Let's see. I'm not going to go through every one of these. We're going to kind of look at them, see if anything stands out here. Proud of report. Heavily redacted, heavily redacted. I mean, what does this have to do with America's voting? This is Venezuela's. Altered votes. But does it say they altered votes for America's machines? Government manipulated Venezuelan national. Reporting that Venezuelan government manipulated Venezuelan national elections. Venezuelan, not American. Let's see here. Let me do a search for the word America. No, not one word. Nothing about America. USA, maybe? Nothing. Trump. Nothing. Clinton. Nothing. Okay, so that one has nothing to do with America at all. So let's go with that one. Okay, CIA wire memo. Let's see here. China cyber. Okay, so we're heavily redacted here. China cyber activities related to election espionage. Okay, so let's see where it says. It says America. Nothing about America. USA. Nothing about USA. Trump. Not a word about Trump. Clinton. Nothing about Clinton. Russia. Nothing about Russia. I mean, I bet it says China a bunch of times because it's all about China. It doesn't even say China in there. It says Chinese. They won't even let me search that. So, I mean, come on now. I see it says Chinese right there. That's really funny. I bet you it does not say America in there anywhere. Nope. And it's only 2 pages and heavily redacted. So far we got Bubkiss. I see no proof. Election report. Executive summary. So this is an election report that somebody probably typed up. Oh yeah, look, there's a timestamp right down there at the bottom. They typed it up the 13th of 2026. So this is not old. This is a brand new report. It's not old, brand new. Timestamp at the bottom. See it? See it? Circle it, circle it, circle, circle. Yeah, dumbasses. They could at least remove the timestamp. Declassified July 2026. Take a minute, read through the report. It cites some of the same intel and logic used in 2020 to say that these same units were not engaged in election influence, but were instead only issue focused to now argue that China is influencing. Okay. This is saying that China never engaged in it, but because of what Trump's saying, that now that they're saying that it's saying that. So he just released something that proves him wrong and that he's lying. God damn, what a dumbass. Redacted. Couple of thoughts on the updated CIA crowd, which center the FBI team. Generally speaking, while we are fine with the inclusion of the minority view text box, we firmly believe the analysis said text box must comport to the same. Chinese has nothing to do with us. Really has nothing to do with us. Counterintelligence division, bullshit people. We ain't got nobody that knows what to do anymore. Okay, Foreign National Intelligence Council assessment, foreign threats, 2020 U.S. federal election, key takeaways. This is downgraded. This is a downgraded version of a paper originally published on August 19th, 2020, and includes information current as of that date. This paper updates. Okay, but when was this done? When is the timestamp on this? Oh, they won't let us see the timestamp on it because I bet it's look how heavily redacted this is. Okay, first of all, they want us to believe that this is declassified, but yet there's nothing but black. It looks like somebody had titties all over this page, and no, and the FCC came and blacked out all the titties. No titties for you to look at. No titties. Believe us that there's titties, but no titties for you to see. We're not even going to finish his speech because it's retarded. Excuse my language. It's worse than mentally challenged. I mean, he he gives. I'm sorry I even said that because I just absolutely was very rude to anyone who is mentally challenged, anyone that kind of anyone who is neurodivergent, anything like that, because we should not associate with him at all. I just, uh, I'm so sorry. I beg for your forgiveness. Okay, so making the case that China has taken some steps to influence the presidential election. Which presidential election? America's presidential election? Russia's president? I mean, but we can't see nothing. We can't read nothing. You don't let us read. You don't mark out the titties. No titties for us to see. Now you can go to the whitehouse.gov and you can read all this for yourself. I'm a little tired. I don't want to go at all, but I am not seeing anything that really says anything. Vulnerabilities. We judge the U.S. adversaries, including a minimum of Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea, as well as groups that compromised U.S. election. There is U.S. elections infrastructure for the that that was this is it may be redacted, but this is a this is a doctored document. If they believed that, they would have done something about it. And this would have been brought to light when he was challenging the 2020 elections the first time they went to court and he said they were messed with. Why didn't this come to light then? He had tons of classified documents in Mar-a-Lago. Why didn't he just present this? Didn't have to be disclassified for it to be presented as evidence. And if so, he was kind of still president before it was changed over to Biden. He could have declassified them. Biden could have, if he had the problem with it, handed it over. I don't think this is real. I want to get this. I want to get this checked. I like literally want to get this checked. I want to look under the. I'm going to find a way to look under the redactions. There's got to be a way. Maybe if I'm going to make this mine. Don't worry. I'm going to get to work on this and figure it out for all of us. Now, don't let any of this get you down. Just know evil never wins. It never has in the past. It may rain for a little bit. It may suck while it rains, but it never wins. It always falls. Just like all people he admires, he's going to fall too. He liked Hitler. Where's Hitler at now? How did Hitler go out? In a bunker with a sauna field, scared of us, just like somebody else might. Maybe. Fingers crossed. I'd also, even though I am Trump bashing, I would like, and I know none of my listeners are going to really like this, but Lindsey Graham was a hard worker, had an excellent work ethic. I admired his work ethic. I may not have admired his policies or what he did or his, bootlicking of Trump, but he was a human and he deserves my condolences to his family. And we'd all like to know, is Mitch McConnell still alive or not? Please, people, please quit doctoring photos, quit making him look like Weekend at Bernie's. I mean, if the man's gone, give him some dignity. If he's still alive, let us know. Because gone, I'd like to say my condolences as well to his family. If he's not, I'm sorry, I just said my condolences and hopefully he lives a long time. But I mean, pretty much most of the Senate is over the age of 80, and we could probably see them go about the way of most people do when they get that age and move on. That's what happens in life. So, they say it comes in threes. Let's see who's next. All right. Thank you all for listening. I hope everybody stays amazing. You are amazing. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. Go be amazing. And if nobody's told you you're amazing today, I have. Thank you for listening to What Does Trump I'm out of here. And remember, don't believe the bullshit that Cheeto spouts and spits at you.